Time is the devil's game. At some moments you're given all the time in the world, yet you're not given enough. Like Jameson. He had worked 25 years in the force, but I only knew him for the last 2 before he joined us in these wars. The stories of this place. Nevertheless, his last tapes intrigued me, so much so that I had to delve deeper. This is where my journey began, at a single address that Jameson had mentioned in one of our many conversations.
Hello, Doctor.
Hello, Mr. Jameson. I've been asking you some personal questions over the last few weeks, but one question I haven't asked you yet is, how are you feeling? How are you feeling today?
Just coping, as usual.
Well, that's definitely a step up from the last session. But what I meant to say was, how are you feeling about being back?
Well, I haven't had a drop of sleep in weeks.
Why is that?
Well, Doctor, it's the new bed, it's the new house, it's the new location. Just can't make up my mind about moving around the county.
Why? Is there a problem?
Well, it has nothing to do with the police, really. There's just been complications that came about because of that case.
Wait, was that the case that you closed?
I never had a say in the case closing. But yeah, you're right. It is the same case.
Please excuse me, but to fully understand how I can help, I need to know the details of this case. What your role was. I know you've been wanted to disclose anything from the past sessions. Like, you haven't mentioned anything.
Glenn's Cove.
What's that? Wait. Is that not the location from the case?
Yes.
Can you tell me anything else about the place?
I haven't been getting much sleep. None at all.
Yes.
You see, something came back with me. No. It followed me here. And it stares. Every time I stare into the pitch black. I just can't look away. I sound like a lunatic. You won't understand.
You'll help me understand. It's a process and I'm here to assist you into good health. It's my job. I'm here to help you.
Alright, thank you. Okay. Alright, is there any more questions you need to ask?
Well, looking at some of your paperwork and referencing it from your current situations, we need to update your address.
Fine. Alright, okay. Just as long as it doesn't go out to anyone else, alright? Fine. I stay at...
This was the first time Jameson opened up to me about this town. Other than that, I can say that from these therapies, he strayed away from any harsh details. He kept his work life very private, and in this case, even more locked up in the recesses of his subconscious mind. He shuddered every time the name of the town was mentioned. Something in this case scarred him, and I'm starting to think that it was related to the town. He was a seasoned veteran. He spent most of his time around homicides, drug bust, hostage situations. But what could have damaged him into this state? After finding his safe house by looking at the previous conversations, I decided to look into the location. I'm not so certain what I'm hoping to find, but from what I gather, it has to be related to him working on that Glen Cove's case. I'm terrified. I've never been into something as deep as this before. But the institution regards his suicide as a cry for attention. I don't believe it was. I'm conducting this investigation in order to find out what's so special about Glen's Cove.